So let's not use greased palms, but we can use goodwill. They have goodwill on both sides of the political spectrum. And if I recall, and KR, back me up on this,
Hmm.
Sam's mother is also, I mean, if that's how criminals were treated, a lot of people would become criminals.
Well, some people think the same. We have a clip here from the Joe Rogan podcast a couple of weeks ago. They talked about this. Let's watch.
Because they're all really, really kid gloves with this FTX kid. He must have paid out.
It is weird how they kid gloves with him, right? Like
Yeah.
some places not at all, and other places like trying to paint him as a person who just made mistakes.
Yeah, the whole point of giving somebody a shit ton of money is not so you have to give them orders of what to. They just have an insight. Like, no, he's one of the good ones. I know we hate billionaires here, but this guy gave us like
millions.
Yeah,
he duked out. Doesn't Bill Gates do that too? Doesn't he donate like millions and millions of dollars to these media
because he used
organizations?
to be he used to be a hated guy.
Well, he still is by some.
But I mean, in the media, I remember that when he was like a bad guy. You know, when they had the antitrust,
right?
And now they can't say enough. And then you find all these things.
So we've seen in previous show, we talked about this before. He has donated a lot of money to political parties. He has invested in a lot of media companies. Kevin O'Leary asked last week in the show, well, not in our show, but we talked about this. He asked, "Where's the money, Sam?" He spread it around.
Yeah.
There's the money. There's the money. No, it wasn't only Binance who did a hit job. The money was spread around. But yeah, and consequently, what you will have is that, of course, if people will be a bit more loyal to you because you've spread some love.
Yeah.
Would you say grease some palms? But not in no, I'm not saying law. I'm just saying you grease some palms.
So I would not say it on a live show. I would say, however, that I'm not.
It's not the law. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I'm not saying it. I wouldn't formulate it like that. But
That way, okay. I'm not a lawyer. I'm back to being a normal guy.
Yeah. Well,
the crazy uncle.
Yeah. So I was just about to say normal is not the word I would use, but so what I would say is that, I mean, if we recall in the previous one of the previous shows we did on Sam, we saw and FTX. I think it was the first FTX show. We saw how both Sam and another I don't know recall if the other person was a co-founder, but it was someone with a high position in the company. They both donated to political parties. I think Sam donated 32 million to the Democratic Party, and if I'm not mistaken, the other person 28 million or something to the Republican Party. So it's safe to say that they have. So let's not use greased palms, but we can use goodwill. They have goodwill on both sides of the political spectrum, at least the political parties. And if I recall, and KR, back me up on this, Sam's mother is also affiliated with the Democratic political party.
Yes, according to sources.
So safe to say that he has at least goodwill and ties to negotiate and try to get let's say, people or let people with influence influence the way he's treated. He has been and will continue to be treated until his sentence, or at least until the conclusion of this case.